Before we get into the video, guys, if you're looking to get yourself some cheap games, PSN codes, Xbox codes, check out g2a.com. Use MGH at checkout for some cash back. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Atletico Madrid career mode. Today we've got a lot of matches to get through. I thought I would do a post commentary because not a lot of them were massive games. Here is the league table. So we're doing all right. We're in second place right now, 2 points off Villarreal there, with a game in hand, and we've played two less than Atletico Bilbao, who are sitting in third. So at the moment, with Barcelona and Real Madrid a little bit further away from us than we might have expected, I'm feeling a little bit confident, you know. So we go into what you could say is the toughest game of this episode, Sevilla, who are playing very well in real life this season. And I tell you what, it was a very tough game. They were very good defensively. I struggled very much so to get through. And having a couple of chances here and there, but none of them really spectacular chances. Carrasco was involved in a lot of the opening gameplay here. We get a shot away with Griezmann, which gets blocked. And again, the chance comes to nothing. This time, I get the ball with Carrasco over to Koke, who can't get the shot past the keeper. Rico here, Sergio Rico, was literally on fire the entire game. And I try another long shot here with Koke. You saw in the last episode, I tried quite a few of those. One of them hitting the bar. Unfortunately, that one went very wide. So now into the second half. Cancelo doing very well down this right side. Into Williams, who's going to use his burst of pace to get through the defence. And for once, I do get a chance. And yeah, the keeper was for once out of position. And I sky the shot and ruin my chances. Felipe Luis, not known for his goals, that's for sure. And unfortunately, this game ended 0-0, guys. It was a very boring game in terms of it being so tight, so even. We had more chances, and maybe if the game had gone on for one more half, I would have won it. But unfortunately not. We go into the next game now, which was in the Spanish Cup. And obviously, it's Vallecano there. We were always expected to win that, so we progress in the Spanish Cup. And now we move on into the next game, which is Malaga. Quite like Malaga, by the way. Quite a good few players at the moment, and also in the past, Isco, for example. But look at this. Charles, their striker, bows underneath the ball, tries to duck underneath it, actually comes off his back and almost goes in. That would have been a hell of a way to concede. And then we get on the counter-attack here. I finally give it to Gamero, who was playing up front with Griezmann on the right. And I'll tell you what, it works really well. Gamero is he's a natural goal scorer. He just finishes everything except from the ones he misses, if that makes sense. He just scores goals, guys, and that's what you need in a striker. And you'll see throughout this episode that I start to use him more and more. But this was a really good example of having Griezmann on the right and Gamero in the middle. It seems to work. Look at this. We get a little bit unfortunate not to score the long-range strike there from Griezmann, which was curling in. Unfortunately, it comes off the post, but guess who's there to pick it up? Of course, it's Gamero, who is our top scorer at the moment. One touch, and then puts it into the back of the net. Very nice indeed. Now, just before half-time there, trying to squeeze through with Carrasco, who's obviously been one of my better players so far this season. Couldn't quite get through this time. I managed to get through that time early on in the second half, but it's saved again. Their keeper was also having a very good game. Now, Oblak didn't have anything to do this entire match, really, until the 59th minute, where a looping cross bounces and somehow reaches their striker. So we've conceded there with quite a long time to go in the second half, so it wasn't the worst time to concede. But I felt a little bit hard done by. Maybe shouldn't have been conceding there, but it happens. And finally we get another chance here with Carrasco, but again, Kameni was having a very good game. It seems like every goalkeeper I come up against in this game is on steroids. They just save everything. But here's Cancelo late on into the game here. 3 minutes injury time. Griezmann picks it up, and what a finish that is. Of course, I've done that stupid celebration again because I automatically press X. It's just a habit. But guys, that is one sensational goal from Griezmann right at the last second of the game. It couldn't have been better timing. He is an absolute hero. He really is. I really didn't want to drop points today. And it literally was the last attack of the game. The referee blows the whistle straight away after kickoff. And Griezmann has just won us 3 points. Thank you so much, dude. Now, I forgot to do this in the last episode. We're going to do this today. This is the youth development objective I've got. So I need to pretty much get a youth player and also 2 more signings that are under 20 with about a potential of 85 or more. So we've got my 5-star scouts here from Romania, I think that is. And I didn't know what I wanted to go for, but in the end I settled with physically strong for 6 months. That's what I wanted to go ahead and scout. Physically strong, I think, would give me better players in terms of sprint speed, strength, stamina, things like that. So hopefully we will achieve that short-term objective with the youth academy system. We already signed Kessie, so that counted towards one of the 3 players, which is good. Now, into the next leg in the Champions League, not the next leg, the next game in the Champions League group stage, of which we're pretty much already through. They got very close to scoring there, Leicester. Comes off the bar there from Mahrez, and instantly we get on the counter-attack. This is where we're dangerous, but unfortunately the cross wasn't very good. So Leicester starting very strongly indeed. I win the ball high up the pitch there with Savic. Correa's going to have a long shot, and boy, he's in good form right now, but maybe just a little bit too far out there. Now, here's Gaetan once again. He always comes in for Carrasco and does a really good job. We had Fernando Torres playing up front, and unfortunately, Schmeichel makes another save there just before half-time. So no goals in the first half. We beat Leicester 3-0 in England. Can we better that back here in Spain? Well, we're getting off to a really good start in this second half. It falls to Correa, who puts it away. Lovely finish, literally in the corner as the ball bounces back out. I mean, that's very rare. You don't see the ball bounce back out off the net like that. So if you have a look, this is quite literally the bottom corner. It literally hits the angle. I absolutely loved that. Really good finish from Correa. Now, at this point, Leicester were definitely playing on slightly more attacking style. They were trying to get forward and get that away goal, but it wasn't going to happen. I was really defending well in this game and hitting them hard on the counter-attack. Here's Williams. I mean, they look exhausted, the Leicester defenders. No chance of keeping up with him, but he couldn't get the shot past the keeper. And then we get another chance here, but the cross is a little bit weak, to be honest. And that was the end of the game. So a 1-0 win in the Champions League, once again unbeaten, and once again another clean sheet. So we're looking very strong in Europe right now. Now, back into the Spanish League, we've got Granada at home. This game, I knew I had potentially a chance to score a lot of goals. Granada were, I think, in 17th place, and they had the most goals conceded in the league. And we get off to a great start. Gamero came back in today for this match after being rested against Leicester, and he almost scored within 20 minutes. And then straight away after that, we get another chance with Cancelo this time, who puts it wide. Then, just before half-time, Gamero chests it down, pokes it in off the post, guys, and Gamero gets another goal. He is just so good. He really is. And this celebration is hilarious. Like, you know, check me out. Honestly, what is that celebration? But it's a really good finish, guys. In off the post, very difficult for the keeper to save. Now into the second half, we win the ball again. We do this a lot. I put high pressure on every time I play because, you know, Atletico Madrid are known for that. And guess who's there to score again? It's Gamero. He is just so good for me right now. I'd even go as far as saying he's better than Griezmann for me at the moment, which says a lot. So 2-0 up with a couple of minutes left to go. Cancelo on this right side gets the cross in. Unfortunately, unable to connect with it, but watch this from Koke. Smashes it in. That is absolutely stunning. What a goal. I still don't know how the keeper didn't get a touch to it. Clearly, just looped over him slightly, and obviously it was hit very hard. And we came very close to making it 4-0 here with Cherchi coming on. I also brought on one of the youngsters. He's 62 rated, Chao Hernandez. Might be Chao Henriquez, something like that. Sorry for not remembering his name. And he made a good impact. He actually put the ball out on the wing for Cancelo. But that was the end of that game. Another win, guys. And we go into the final match of this episode against a very strong Real Sociedad team. I saw them play against Real Madrid a couple of nights ago. They got smashed 3-0. But they've got some great players in there. They really do. And I was expecting a tougher game, to be honest. I mean, straight away, within 13 minutes, defensively, they looked a little bit wobbly. Tried to get another one of those curling shots away from Griezmann, which didn't quite work. Falls to Carrasco, who does a little 1-2 with Griezmann. Pulls back. Pass goes inside for Theo. He hits it, and it goes off the post. That would have been Theo's first goal for Atletico Madrid. And then the rebound shot from Augusto. Very, very close to going in. So a very good start, very strong start. And I felt like I was going to go on and win this game quite comfortably at this rate. And Vasalco, who was playing on that right mid, was pushing forward, and it's a lovely cross for Carrasco. And once again, the Belgian beast finishes brilliantly as he's falling over as well. Very, very nice goal. 1-0 up, and definitely deserved. And now Theo gets another chance. I'm currently working on him in training to improve his finishing because he does get the odd chance, just doesn't seem to score them. So hopefully chances like that will be buried in the future with Theo. But anyway, into the second half now. Vashalko with a great chance to make it 2. Unfortunately, yet again, the keeper was on fire. We were just not able to break him down after having so many chances. Only one shot going in, of course, so far. Carrasco almost doubles his goals tally for this game. Williams with the rebound shot over the bar. He's no Koke, let's be honest. And now into the 90th minute, Correa had just come on and he had so much energy. He could just run through the entire team at that rate. And he pretty much did, but unfortunately he was saved. Cross comes in, last chance of the game, and it's Correa over the bar. So that, unfortunately, was all we could get going from this game. Still, a very good result. And look at this, Atletico Madrid board, very happy that we have managed to raise 150 million euros through shirt sales, which is really good. But bad news is Jimenez, while playing for Uruguay, has picked up an 8-week injury, which completely sucks. But that's the way it is sometimes. You're going to get injuries. But looking at the league table, all of a sudden, guys, we are seriously looking good right now. 11 played, 7 wins, 4 draws, 0 losses. Only Sevilla can match that. Both of us unbeaten so far. It was a shame we couldn't beat them in the first game. 17 goals scored, only 4 conceded, and a massive 25 points. We're looking really good at the moment, guys. In the next episode, we've got Real Madrid. We've got our last Champions League group stage games. Hopefully, I'll see you for that one very soon. Thank you for watching. Please do drop a like, and I will see you next time.